In March, we had 4 companies pay us out, but the amount they paid us out is quite small in relation to the holdings that we have, and I'll explain that later. Now, of the 4, we had one quite interesting one, and again, I'll explain that once we get into the video. So let's get into it. Okay, so we have, guys, IG pay as a dividend. We had BP pay as a dividend. We received dividends from Unilever as well. And finally, we received dividends from Farmers National Bank. And that's the interesting one. Now, if you didn't know, I'm Steve. I'm currently working a minimum wage job and I'm going to become a millionaire. And you can see it happen here on this channel. All you have to do is subscribe so you don't miss any of these videos. Now, first up is IG. So our total holding here in IG is £18.29. Now, the dividend yield is 5.08%, and our total dividend this month from IG was 27p. Now, over the last month, the share price is actually down 2.09%. We're also going to be taking a step back and taking a longer view of this stock. So over the last 3 months, the stock is down 8.41%. Over the last 6 months, the stock is up 0.49%. And over the course of the last year, the stock is up a whopping 25.62%, which is nuts. So a great year for IG there. Now, this stock is due to pay out again in October of this year, just using previous year's data. As of recording, they have not yet given an ex-dividend date or payment date of next dividend, but they're very consistent with it. Okay, next up we have BP. Now, our total holding here in BP is £176.32. Now, the dividend yield is 6.53%, and our total dividend this month was 18p. Now, that's very low for the amount of shares we have, but I'll explain why that is a bit later on. Now, over the last month, the share price is down 9.69%. But like before, we're going to be taking a step back and having a longer view of this stock. So over the last 3 months, BP stock is actually down 10.75%. And over the last 6 months, the stock is down 8.89%. And over the over the course of the last year, the stock is down a miserable 27.34%, which is terrible and a really bad year for BP. Now, this stock is due to pay out again in June of this year, just again using previous year's data, because as of recording, they haven't yet given an ex-dividend date or payment date. But like IG, they're very consistent with it. Now, next up, we have Unilever. Our total holding here is £235.05. Now, the dividend yield is 3.15%, and our total dividend this month was 37p. Now, again, this is like BP, so it's very, very low for the amount of shares that we have, but I'll explain that again later. Now, over the last month, the share price is up 3.48%. But like before, we're going to be taking a step back and taking a longer view of the stock. So over the last 3 months, this particular stock is up 5.6%. Over the last 6 months, the stock is down 1.88%. And over the course of the last year, the stock is up an amazing 22.83%. So that's a really good year for Unilever there. Now, this stock is due to pay out again in June of this year, and it's a quarterly payer. But they haven't given an ex-dividend date yet, but like the others, they're quite consistent with it. Now, the last dividend to pay us for this month was Farmers National Bank. Now, this is a really interesting one, as I didn't have to buy this particular share. It was given to me because you amazing people are watching this video and these videos that I do. You click that link in the description and you decided to start your investing journey. Now, because of that, we both got a free share and created money out of thin air, which is an unbelievably strange concept, but we did it. So a massive thank you to all the people that did that, and you got yourself a free share and I got one too. So if you do want to do that, the link's down there in the description. Now let's get on to Farmers National Bank. So our total holding here is £9.36p, but the price you're seeing up there is in dollars, and it's probably sitting around $12.30 or something like that. And this is because it's an American stock. Now, the dividend yield is 5.62%, and our total dividend this month was 11p. Now, over the last month, the share price is down 12.61%, but we're also going to be taking a step back and taking a longer view of the stock like the others. Now, over the last 3 months, the stock is down 11.36%, and over the last 6 months, the stock is down 14.68%. And over the course of the last year, the stock is down 5.25%. So I think they've been feeling the effects of what's been going on in the stock market recently. Now, why are the dividends so small when we have quite large holdings in a couple of those companies there? So in particular, I think it's BP and Unilever where we have quite a large holding and we've got quite a small dividend. Now, recently I came in to quite a bit of money, and I speak to you guys about that, and I'll link it somewhere up above. And it's only recently that I've invested quite a lot of this money. So what's happened there is I've invested it after the ex-dividend date. So that is the date in which you're able to get the next dividend payment. So I've just missed that, and I've still got on the dividend for the smaller holding that I had previously. So over the course of the next few months, you're going to be seeing my dividends ramp up considerably, hopefully. That is the plan, at least anyway. So I think next month will be quite low, and maybe the month after that, we're going to be catching some of these ex-dividend dates when we invested a large amount of money into the stock market, hopefully giving us quite a lot more money in return. So that's what's going on there. Now, if you want to check that video out, guys, you can watch it by clicking this video right here. But apart from that, I'm Steve. This is the Extra Income Boss. I will see you guys again in that one right there. Peace.